How's it going, my fellow Digidorks? It's your good mate Tro here. Oh, PrinceMamemon now. Oh, PrinceMamemon now. PrinceMamemon got reboot. Now, damn things a hoot. Mama now, he's always jamming. Mama now, to all the MAMEMON. Oh, PrinceMamemon now. Yeah, PrinceMamemon now. Super excited to show you guys this deck list, so let's get stuck into it. And if you want to be part of the art competition, I'll give you the details at the end of the episode. Alright, engage!
Like a Digimon, Digivolving up into a champion. Searching out my megas cause I'm freaking hard. Gaining memory, check security. My strategies will make you a master of your Digi-Destiny.
Alright, first up on our deck list, we have 4 copies of Pagamon, Digitama. On deletion, reveal the top card of your deck, add it to your hand if it's a black Digimon card, otherwise place it at the bottom of your deck. Yeah, still the go-to Digitama for black decks, in my opinion. So yeah, we're just going to run 4 of them because we're not really relying on the raising area. Onto our level 3s, we're only running 8. We've got 4 copies of Chikurimon. All turns players can't reduce play costs. That's pretty good for this meta that we're currently in. You know, Royal Knights, basically everyone's reducing play costs at the moment, so he's very handy to have on board. And then we just got 4 copies of Junkmon, just for the inheritable on deletion gain of memory. It's just really handy for this deck, and couldn't really think of much else to put in here for the time being, because yeah, again, I'm not really relying on my level 3s or 4s for this deck. So onto our level 4s, which we're running 8 of as well. We're just going to be running 4 copies of Thundermon. Now, Thundermon, name of this card / Digimon is also treated as Mamemon, so that's handy. You know, you can get him out in the searches and play him as a Mamemon, so that's why we're running him. And then we've just got 4 copies of Nunimon. In security, end of battle, play this card without paying its memory cost, but I'm mostly playing it for his low play cost, in case I have to slap him down and then Digivolve over a level 5. I can do that if I've got my memory tamer out, so yeah, he's handy for that reason. Alright, onto our level 5s. We're running quite a few. Like I said, this is an unbalanced deck, so we're going to be running 4 copies of Mamemon from BT-13. On play or when Digivolving, reveal top 5 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less among them without paying the cost, and place the rest at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So here's an absolutely broken card, especially the on play when Digivolving. You get to search top 5, play a Tamer out of that, and then put those cards at the bottom or top of your deck. So good for organizing your deck, especially for decks that need definite organization. And then your inheritable, your turn once per turn, you may play another Digimon. When you play another Digimon by an effect, one of your Digimon gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. So as long as you play another Digimon by an effect, then any other Digimon, you can choose any other one, gains blocker until the end of your opponent's turn. Very handy, and he is actually the only way we get blockers out in this deck, so you definitely need him on board. We have 4 copies of Catch Mamemon. When Digivolving, you may return up to 4 Digimon cards with Mamemon in their names from your hand and or trash to the top of your deck in any order. If you return 3 or more cards with this effect, you de-Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. But yeah, it's not really for the de-Digivolving. I mean, that's really handy, especially in this meta where where Digimon have effects like they can't leave the battle area, or if they're going to leave the battle area, you can prevent it. De-Digivolving is the only one that stops it. But mostly, we're doing it so we can put the right Mamemons on top, so when we Digivolve into Bancho or PrinceMamemon, well, we get out that correct search. And then we've got 4 copies of BT-6 Mamemon, the decoy, for black. So yeah, decoy, when one of your other Digimon will be deleted, you may delete this Digimon to prevent it. And then on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less. Yeah, super handy now that, now that we've got half decent running Mamemon deck. Yeah, he's definitely needed in this deck. The decoys can be busted, plus we can turn them into blockers as well. You can block, and then if it dies on deletion, delete one of your opponent's Digimon, play cost of 7 or less. So yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, we're running 12 level 5s. Onto our Megas. We're going to be running 4 copies of PrinceMamemon. On player when Digivolving, real top 3 cards of your deck. You may play 1 Digimon card that has Mamemon in its name, and a play cost of 10 or less among them without paying the cost. Trash the rest. And then, very importantly, all turns, all your Digimon with Mamemon in their names, or the Royal Knight trait, gain jamming and reboot. Alright, so yeah, here's an absolutely, this is what makes the deck run well now, is given everything jamming and reboot, which is all you really need. Well, that's the main goal, is just to get as many Mamemon as you can, swing with them, they reboot next turn, mostly safe, you know, other than from like effects or raid. So yeah, the jamming and reboot is definitely what the Mamemon line needed. And then we've got 3 copies of BT-13, who has, well, arguably a better when digivolving than PrinceMamemon, but it's only when digivolving, and your opponent does need to have Digimon on board for it to work properly. You may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. For each of your opponent's Digimon, you may play 1 Digimon card with Mamemon in its name, and a memory cost of 10 or less among the revealed cards without paying its memory cost. Trash the remaining cards. All turns, while you have another Digimon with Mamemon in its name in play, this Digimon gains security +1. So yeah, he's fantastic. You usually definitely have a Mamemon on board, and now that he's got the jamming and the reboot, is absolutely fantastic. Only real problem is blockers that are bigger than us, so yeah, that can be a big problem to this deck. But then we've got 2 copies of Omnimon Zwart that hopefully can clear a few of those bigger blockers off the field. So when digivolving, trash top 3 cards of your deck, then you may play up to 2 black or purple Digimon cards with play costs of 8 or less from your trash without paying the memory cost. And then when attacking, you may return 1 level 6 Digimon card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards to its owner's hand to delete one of your opponent's Digimon, unsuspended Digimon, sorry, with a play cost of 12 or less. So yeah, usually the blockers be unsuspended, so, and that's what all we're really worried about for when we're swinging, trying to get those off board. Yeah, so that's it for our Megas. On to our Tamers. We're going to be running 4 copies of Izzy Azumi from BT-4. Start your turn if you have 2 memory or less, set it 3, so he's our memory setter, and then on play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. If they're all black, you gain a memory. Place the cards on top of your deck in any order, so again, good for organization. And if you can play them out free from Mamemon, and or for instance, Mamemon's played out for free as well, using Prince or Bancho, then you play Izzy Azumi for free, and then you can potentially gain a memory out of that result. So he's pretty fantastic. I'll keep him at 4 for that reason. And then we've got 2 copies of Analog Youth. Yeah, on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand, trash the remaining cards. We do need some cards. Well, don't need them in our trash, but they are handy for the Catch Mamemon effect. You don't always want to be putting stuff on your hand. And then, all turns, when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon Digivolution cards is deleted, you may suspend this Taver. If you do, gain a memory, then hatch 1 Digi-Egg card to an empty space in your breeding area. Alright, so we don't always have Digivolution cards, again, because we're playing a lot of Digimon by effects, but I usually play a lot of level 5s by the effect, and then Digivolve over them, so at least I had 1 Digivolution card. And yeah, I have used him and found him handy in this deck so far to gain that memory back. Plus, if I had the Digimon with the Junkmon underneath there, that's another memory as well. So, yeah, I'm using him for now. Might change it up. And then onto our options. 3 copies of the Black Memory Boost. For obvious reasons, just need to search out our parts as much as possible if we're bricking, and also just for the memory. Yeah, you can't really go past it. Yeah, and we definitely need that extra memory, because sometimes we just need hard play stuff, like our 7-cost Mamemon. And, you know, if you got your memory setter out and you pop that, at least you'll only put them to 2 by hard playing the Mamemon. Then we've got 2 copies of Ultimate Flare. Could easily change this to Iron Fisted Onslaught, but I do like the D-Digivolve, again, especially in this meta, I think it's strong. Main, trigger D-Digivolve 3 on one of your opponent's Digimon, and then delete all your opponent's Digimon with play cost of 3 or less. I found this very handy for clearing the board. When it pops up in security, it can be absolutely busted. So yeah, I do like running that, so keep it at 2 though for now. And then just 2 copies of Senbon Dokkan, I don't know how you say it. Main, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play any number of Digimon cards with Mamemon in their names, whose play costs add up to 15 or less among them without paying their memory costs. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a memory cost of 6 or less for each Digimon played by this effect, and then trash the remaining cards. So up to a 15 or less, basically the best result you can get in this deck is 3, say 2 4-cost Thundermons and 7-cost Mamemon. So then you can delete up to 3 basically of your opponent's Digimon. At best, and play 3 at best. So it's you definitely need some memory boost on board, because it's such a high play cost, but it can be very busted and very good for just for those wider board wipes. All right, and so that's it for the deck list. Onto the strategy guide. Okay, Digibros, the strategy to this deck is quite ridiculous. You'll at least want to have a rookie in your hand to begin with, and some means of either organizing your deck or searching it. So we will start off by hatching. Digivolving into Junkmon for 0, draw for Digivolving. And then we'll simply place down an Izzy Azumi for 4, revealing the top 3 cards, and gaining a memory if they are all black. Then we can put them back on top in any order. I shall place the level 4 for my first draw next turn, so I can Digivolve onto my Junkmon. Once turn has passed, we draw, and then we will keep our Junkmon in raising, Digivolve into Thundermon for 2, drawing for Digivolving, and then we will play a Black Memory Boost for 3, revealing the top 4 cards, grabbing a Digimon card, and placing the rest at the bottom of the deck. We shall grab the Decoy Mamemon, then place the rest at the bottom. Once turn has passed again, we draw for turn, raise our Thundermon, and then Digivolve into Mamemon for 3, drawing for Digivolving, and then revealing 5 cards, playing a Tamer among them, and then putting the rest on the top or bottom in any order. We shall play an Izzy-Azumi, and put the other Izzy-Azumi at the bottom, and these can go back on top. Because they were all black, we will gain a memory. We will then pop our Black Memory Boost, and go to 3 memory, and then Digivolve into PrinceMamemon for a cost of 3. Draw for Digivolving, and revealing 3 cards, and playing a Mamemon for a cost of 10 or less among them. We shall play the Decoy Mamemon, and the rest are trash. Thanks to Mamemon's Inheritable, this Digimon can become a blocker because we played a Digimon by an effect, so we'll make the Mamemon Decoy a blocker. We will then Digivolve into Bantu Mamemon over our Decoy Mamemon for 3, drawing for Digivolving, and then we can reveal up to 3 cards, and play up to a cost of 10 Mamemons among them. We shall just play our Mamemon, and the rest are trashed, and then Mamemon can search another 5, and then put the rest on the top or the bottom. We will just put them back on the top, as we may need that removal. Once turn has passed again, we can draw for turn, hatch, Digivolve into Chikurimon in our raising area, and then we can start swinging in on our opponent. Thanks to PrinceMamemon, all our Digimon with Mamemon in their names gain jamming and reboot. And Bancho Mamemon's effect, when you have another Digimon with Mamemon in its name in play, this Digimon gains security +1. So we can swing in for 2 checks with jamming, swing in 1 check jamming, and another check jamming, all gaining reboot on our opponent's unsuspend phase. We can then simply Digivolve our Mamemon into PrinceMamemon for 3, draw for Digivolving, revealing 3 cards, playing another Mamemon with a cost of 10 or less. We shall play Decoy Mamemon, the rest are trash, and then from the Decoy, we can Digivolve into another PrinceMamemon for 3, draw for Digivolving, and then revealing another 3, and playing yet another Decoy Mamemon, the rest are trash. And then they reboot on your opponent's unsuspend phase. Not to mention that we can at least give 2 of our Mamemon's blockers, thanks to these inheritables. It's as simple as that, Digibronies. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks for watching today's episode, guys. And if you want to be part of the DigiDorks art competition, all you got to do is write to this address, tell us your name and where you live, and draw your favorite Digimon, and tell us why it's your favorite, and you could be in the running to win this amazing prize. Show them what they're going to win, Lapo.
Or Tro, the winner of the art competition, will receive this lovely play mat. We also have got some promotion pack version 0.0 special edition. Also, we've got the illustration competition pack and a revision pack for 2023. We're going to chuck in a handful of Tarzos as well, just to sweeten the deal. It's a great prize for any boy and girl. Day of Bloody Ripper.
Thanks heaps, Lapo. Alright, DigiDorks, until next time. Have a good one.
耳もんロゼモン2人とも100点